So I was in the middle of updating an old launch task in Asana when I realized I had already duplicated the exact process at least 5 times. Different projects, slightly tweaked timelines, a few changed subtasks, but structurally the same. And no one noticed. Actually, scratch that. They noticed, but in a good way. Like, this was so helpful, I knew exactly what to do kind of way. And I thought, maybe it's time I talk about this. How I reuse the structure of everything in my business without it ever feeling like a copy-paste operation. Hi, I'm Samantha, here to help online coaches, freelancers, and other small service-based entrepreneurs organize and streamline their business operations so they can save time and mental energy and focus on what they love to do. So if you've ever opened your project management tool and felt that weird combo of dread and deja vu, like, didn't I already build this whole process once before? I see you. And I think you might love this setup as much as my nervous system does. Quick check-in before we go deeper. What's one task, template, or process you've reused more than once in your business? Drop it in the comments or type working on it if that's where you're at. All right, let's get this out of the way first. I don't build systems because I love spreadsheets or want to automate my entire life. I build systems because I hate wasting brain energy trying to remember how I did something last time. There's this pressure in the online space to always be creating something new, a new launch, a new content strategy, a new workflow every time your offer shifts even a little. But here's what I've learned. Most of the time, you don't need something new. You need something repeatable with just enough flexibility to adapt and just enough clarity that you never wonder, wait, what's step 2 again? And that's what I do in Asana. I don't just track projects, I create frameworks that can be reused, adapted, and handed off without the whole team needing a 2-hour onboarding call. By the way, I hate calls in general, So here are 4 things I systemize and reuse in Asana that make everything smoother. The first is launch frameworks. So every time I build a launch plan, I treat it like a kit. Emails, asset creation, timeline, internal reviews, it's all templated. Not in a rigid, robotic way, but in a why reinvent the wheel when you already built a pretty good one way. Instead of starting from scratch, I use templates, or you can duplicate the project if you're on the free plan. I personally am on a paid plan, so I'm able to set relative due dates, so everything is automatically assigned with the due date to the right person every time I use the template, and then I can tweak the tasks as needed. The result is faster launches, fewer missed steps, and a process that can be handed off without needing my brain to stay glued to it. And here's a tip. In paid Asana plans, as I said, you can set relative due dates. So when you use the template, your tasks are automatically assigned in the order they need to be completed to make sure everything stays on schedule. It's game changing. And all without you needing to remember when everything needs to be done. It's a huge time saver. Previously, I had to go through my giant list of tasks, right? And assign each one of them and be like, oh, when should this one get done relative to that one and all the things. Now it's all laid out for me. And obviously I can tweak it depending on like days off and things like that. But it's all laid out in the order I need. And it just takes a few tweaks and it is good to go. So time saving. Number 2 is SOP libraries that live inside Asana. This is one of my favorite shifts I made. Instead of housing SOPs in a Google Doc graveyard, I keep them directly inside Asana tasks. I've done this for years. I offer a free SOP Asana template that people love. This way, when someone's about to do the thing, their steps are right there. No extra tab, no hunting through folders. It's right there in Asana where you're already working anyway. So here's an example. I have a how to set up a new product in Thrivecart SOP, and it doesn't just live in theory, it lives in a task with relevant links, a video, and all relevant information. Reusable every time I launch something new. And over time, these tasks become more than just checklists. They become operational anchors. And they're so much easier to maintain when they're part of your actual workflow. Number 3 is evergreen email assets inside projects. I don't claim to be a marketing genius. I'm not the one analyzing open rates or testing subject line formulas, but what I am good at is organizing evergreen content in a way that makes it easy to reuse. I keep my best performing emails tagged and housed inside Asana, linked to the relevant product or offer. That way, when I need to update a nurture sequence or schedule a soft promo, I already have a bank of messages that are written, formatted, and ready to go. If you want to see how I actually set this up, the exact systems I use in Asana to organize and reuse content, emails, checklists, and offers without the chaos, I made a course that walks you through it. It's called Content on Repeat, and it's my favorite kind of resource. Not just a strategy course, but a step-by-step breakdown of how to build your own content and repurposing system using paid features in Asana. This has been highly requested to see how I use the paid features to organize my content systems in Asana, and I'm so happy to hand over all my secrets in this course. No pressure to grab it, but if your brain is craving structure and simplicity, this might be a great fit for you. All right, number 4 is client questions as content seeds captured in Asana. Instead of scrambling for new content ideas, I use real conversations, client questions, DM threads, WhatsApp rambles, and pop them straight into my Asana content project. Each one is tagged by topic with a quick note on where it came or bullet points to remember what the content is actually about. Sometimes I even include the audio recording that I downloaded from WhatsApp. Some become email topics, others turn into YouTube videos, FAQs, or even offers. This isn't about strategic repurposing or optimizing for engagement. It's about noticing the questions that come up again and again and giving them a home. So now a lot of people worry that using the same setup or task lists feels like uninspired or boring. But honestly, systems don't make you robotic. They make you reliable. They let you focus on the part that actually needs your attention without getting lost in logistics every single time. So think of it like this. You don't want your brain to spend energy on where is that link again? You want it to focus on how this offer serves someone differently than the last one. Consistency in the back end creates clarity on the front end. And repetition, that's not cheating. That's how you get known for something. So let's say your Asana is chaos. You've got old projects with no due dates, floating tasks with no context, and everything lives under later. I've been there. Here's a gentle way to begin. Duplicate one project you've used before, even if it's messy, rename it, clean it up just enough, and save it as a template. That's it. You don't need 27 dashboards or color-coded workflows right now. You just need one system that saves you from starting over next time, even if it's imperfect. The win is having something to repeat, so your brain doesn't have to rebuild it every time. So that's my approach. Just systems that let me reuse what works without the burnout. If you've been waiting for permission to simplify, consider this it. And if you want the whole system with step-by-step walkthroughs, Content on Repeat is waiting for you. No hype, no pressure, just structure, clarity, and a calmer way to work. All right, comment below what's something you reused that made your life easier or something you'd like to reuse but haven't figured out how. I'd love to hear. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful for you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.